Hello, everybody. It's story time. My name is Mr. Paul. I work at the Hardesty Regional Library. And I don't know what time it is when you're watching this, but I felt like doing a couple goodnight stories, a couple bedtime stories. So one of the great things about these videos is that you can watch and listen to them whenever you want. So it might be a good idea to listen to this before a nap time or bedtime, because these are going to be pretty calm, soft stories. However, I always start story time with the same song. So let's go ahead and, if you like, you can stand up on your feet and do it. I am going to. And let's warm up our hands, because we're going to do some clapping. It's no good to clap with cold hands. So here we go. Warm them up. And if you're happy and you know it, clap your hands. If you're happy and you know it, clap your hands. If you're happy and you know it, and you really want to show it. If you're happy and you know it, clap your hands. If you're happy and you know it, stomp your feet. If you're happy and you know it, stomp your feet. If you're happy and you know it, and you really want to show it. If you're happy and you know it, stomp your feet. If you're happy and you know it, pat your head, pat, pat. If you're happy and you know it, pat your head, pat, pat. If you're happy and you know it, and you really want to show it. If you're happy and you know it, pat your head, pat, pat. If you're happy and you know it, spin around. If you're happy and you know it, spin around. If you're happy and you know it, and you really want to show it. If you're happy and you know it, spin around. If you're happy and you know it, shout hooray, hooray! If you're happy and you know it, shout hooray, hooray! If you're happy and you know it, and you really want to show it. If you're happy and you know it, shout hooray, hooray! All right. I feel better. I am ready now to read some stories to you. So, with no further ado, I would like to read story number 1. This story is called Turtle Pond. The story is written by James Gladstone, and all the pictures, all the illustrations are by Karen. And Karen has a last name that I don't know how to say. I am going to try to say it, and I hope I get it right. It is Rezuk, I think. But if I'm wrong, I apologize. Karen Rezuk drew and painted all the lovely illustrations in this book, all these lovely turtle pictures. So let's take a look. And here are some of the words that James Gladstone wrote. The first word of the book is turtles. Turtles in hidden corners and secret hollows beneath the wet rocks way at the bottom of Turtle Pond. Do you see them? They're hiding underneath the water. Resting under the water, they stay so long there. When do they breathe air? The sleeping turtles of Turtle Pond. Springtime, young turtles swimming. They play together and chase each other from top to bottom of Turtle Pond. Tummies! See how they glisten when wet with water. Bellies gleaming, squiggly spots on yellow-green in Turtle Pond. Do you see the squiggles on their tummies? Can you see the light glisten on the pages as I move the book? I have very bright lights in this room, and they are glistening on the page. Do you see that right there? Ooh, no, I'm not pointing at it right there. There. Oh. I keep chasing it around the page and not quite pointing at it right. Big wheel turns in a circle, makes wavy water. One turtle dives in. It bobs and bounces in Turtle Pond. Wants out of wavy water, slipping and sliding, clinging to wet rock. How will it get out of Turtle Pond? Here's that wheel that's turning and turning and turning and making all those waves in the water. By the way, when I hold the book up and I look this way, I'm looking at my computer. I'm looking at the screen to make sure that you can see it. So that can be a little confusing. I'm going to try to look at the picture rather than over here. But sometimes I'm going to look here, and sometimes I'm going to look here. But this is where the turtle is. Gliding under fat goldfish, it swims up around them in turtle circles, poking at fin tails in Turtle Pond. I'm sorry, tail fins in Turtle Pond. Lunchtime. Snaps up a mouthful of green specks on water. What is it eating? It's time for feeding at Turtle Pond. Summer. Stretched out in sunlight, turtles are basking, warming their bodies on all the dry rocks of Turtle Pond. Slowly their mouths are moving. Are they speaking? We try to hear them, the sounds they're making at Turtle Pond. Piled high. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. They climb on each other. Why do they do that? A stack of turtles at Turtle Pond. Green heads poke out of hard shells. Can turtles see us? And even hear us? We watch and wonder at Turtle Pond. Runners race on the footbridge, too fast for turtles, who pull their heads in, hiding in hard shells at Turtle Pond. Autumn, when days are shorter and turtles scatter to search for sunlight in nooks and crannies of Turtle Pond. Look there! One's on the footpath that people walk on. Carry it gently back to the water of Turtle Pond. Big one is always sleeping. It hangs off dry rocks. Watch where you're going! Plop! into the water of Turtle Pond. Night time, when stars are twinkling. What is it like here? Are turtles sleeping or moonlight swimming in Turtle Pond? Cold days, dark winters coming. Where are the turtles? Quietly dozing, way at the bottom of Turtle Pond. And I'll open up these pages wide and let you look a little while at them to see if you can find a turtle. There's at least one there. Can you find more? And you can pause the video too if you want. But that is the story of Turtle Pond. What a nice park they have there. I really enjoy turtles myself. Well, let's sing a song about another creature that lives in a pond. I don't have a good turtle song, but I have a great frog song. Hold up 5 fingers. Go ahead and wiggle them. Make sure your fingers are nice and wiggly. And the song goes like this. 5 green and speckled frogs sat on a speckled log, eating the most delicious bugs. Yum, yum. One jumped into the pool where it was nice and cool. Now there are 4 green speckled frogs. Ribbit, ribbit. 4 green and speckled frogs sat on a speckled log, eating the most delicious bugs. Yum, yum. One jumped into the pool where it was nice and cool. Now there are 3 green speckled frogs. Ribbit, ribbit. 3 green and speckled frogs sat on a speckled log, eating the most delicious bugs. Yum, yum. One jumped into the pool where it was nice and cool. Now there are 2 green speckled frogs. Ribbit, ribbit. 2 green and speckled frogs sat on a speckled log, eating the most delicious bugs. Yum, yum. One jumped into the pool where it was nice and cool. Now there is 1 green speckled frog. Ribbit, ribbit. 1 green and speckled frog sat on a speckled log, eating the most delicious bugs. Yum, yum. One jumped into the pool where it was nice and cool. Now there are no green speckled frogs. Ribbit, ribbit. Good job. Did you try to do the movements along with me? I have a lot of fun doing that song, and I hope you had fun. I hope you had fun with it too. All right. Let's read book number 2. Book number 2 is called Windows. Are you near a window right now? Can you see outside of it? I'm near a window, but it is closed. I cannot see outside of it. But if I could, I would see a fence and some ivy growing. And if I leaned down, I'd be able to see the sky and a tree. What can you see through a nearby window, if you have one nearby? This is a book about taking a walk right before nighttime and looking at all the lights in the neighborhood and looking at all the things that all the neighbors are doing before they go to sleep. It's by Julia Denos, and all the pictures are by E.B. Goodale. Ooh. There it is. The sun has just started to set. At the end of the day, before the town goes to sleep, you can look out your window. And see more windows, lit up like eyes in the dusk, blinking awake as the lights turn on inside. A neighborhood of paper lanterns. You can take a walk out your door into the almost night. You might pass a cat. Or an early raccoon taking a bath in squares of yellow light. I really love this picture. I really love the colors in this picture. One window might be tall, with the curtains drawn, or small, with a party inside. Between two windows, there could be a phone. Useful for good ideas. And this is a fun activity to do. To find two metal cans and a string, and you put the string between the two metal cans. And then you walk really, really far away. And one person talks into one can and the other person talks into the other can. And even though you're far away, the sound travels all the way through the string and you can hear them pretty good. What else can we see on our walk? Well, there might be a hug or a piano. And someone might be learning to dance. Another window could be dark, with a sleeping plant or two. Or maybe bright and rounded, like the moon. Some windows will have dinner or TV. Whoops. Oh no, I bumped the microphone. I hope that wasn't really loud. Sorry about that. Others are empty and leave you to fill them up with stories. Then you arrive home again, and you look at your window from the outside. Someone you love is waving at you, and you can't wait to go in. So, you do. Oh, and of course the little dog's sleeping there. And that's the story, Windows. I really, really love the pictures in that book. I think they're really pretty. Especially that one. I'm going to show it to you one more time. Look at that cat running around. What lovely colors. The sky and the trees and the way that the grays and the purples and the browns pop out at the bottom of the page because the sky is so bright. I love the lines. Look at the lines in the cars. They're like squiggles. Do you remember the squiggly lines on the turtles' bellies? That's what the car reminds me of. All the car squiggles. Well, that's the story of Windows, and what a lovely story. Let's go ahead and sing one more song and read one more story. This is going to be the Build-A-Reader song. Hold up 5 fingers again. The same 5 fingers, but a different song. It goes like this. Talk, sing, read, write, play. 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 Let's focus on talk today. Because in reading, too, those are all 5 early literacy skills. We're going to focus on talking and reading. Never be afraid to pick out a book that has words in it that you don't know. That is one of the best ways to learn new words. Like Turtle Pond had some odd words in it. And one in particular, let me see if I can find it. I suppose I should have marked it, but I didn't. It's earlier in the book. Where is it? So on this page with the squiggles, with the squiggly tummies, it used the words glisten and gleaming and squiggly. Though you probably know the word squiggly already, but maybe not glisten and gleaming. So you don't need to learn those words today. Sometimes it's just important to hear a new word. And hearing it in context will make the next time you hear it make more sense. So never be afraid, grown-ups who happen to be listening, to use big words around the little kids. Even if they don't understand it, and even if they don't end up using it immediately, it's really important for them to have heard words. Because one day they will use that word for the first time as they're writing or as they're talking, and they won't know where it came from, but it came from hearing you talk and hearing you read the books to them. Let's go ahead and read one last book. And this book is called what? I'm losing my voice. I better drink a little water. That's good. What color is night? This book is by Grant Snyder. They drew all the pictures and they wrote all the words. And I wonder what the first word of this book will be. What? What color is night? Is it only black and white? Look closer. The night is blue with black shapes and lines. And a big yellow moon beginning to rise. The park aglow with gold fireflies. The silver streak of a train rolling by. Fat brown moths dancing in yellow streetlights. The city lit up with neon red signs. We have some great old neon signs on Route 66. Yellow headlights on a dark country road. A nighttime visit. A green-eyed glow. Do you recognize this animal from the last book we read? It's a raccoon. And look, it brought its little ones. Do you see them? There's the big raccoon. 1, 2, 3 small raccoons. A still blue pond. The white moon twice. See? There it is up in the sky. And there it is down in the pond below. A thousand silver stars spilled across the sky. One last orange window. Houses of black. The gray face of a clock. A midnight snack. And there, in a sky of indigo, all the night's colors in one moonbow. a clear window, a silver moonbeam. Pink and purple clouds. A night of good dreams. And colors unseen. And that's the book. What color is night? And now you know. Well, that's all the time we have for stories today. I hope that you have a wonderful day or night if you're falling asleep, or day if you're taking a nap, or tomorrow if you're falling asleep. And I hope that you'll join us again for story time next time. Bye-bye.